Good morning friends, I welcome you my channel Education Information for All. I request you to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for further new video notification. Now I start Neet Biology Chapter 2 Biological Classification. See the question number 17. Which of the following are likely to be present in the deep sea water? Four options they given: blue-green algae, saprophytic fungi, archaebacteria and eubacteria. Answer is C. Archaebacteria. Archaebacteria belong to a group of prokaryotic organisms called Monera, the halophilic bacteria which can only function at high salt concentration. Next 18. Pigment containing membrane extension in some cyanobacteria are four options: pneumatophores, chromatophores, heterocytes, basal bodies. Answer is B. Chromatophores. Chromatophore is a pigmented lamellar or vesicular structure that can be isolated from disrupted photosynthetic bacteria or cyanobacteria. The pigments and most of the enzymes required for the light induced electron transport and phosphorylation process of photosynthesis are located in the plasma membrane and lamellae. Question number 19. The cyanobacteria are also referred to as, for option they given: protists, golden algae, slime molds, blue-green algae. Answer is D. Answer is D. Blue-green algae. The explanation you can check in question number 7. Next 20. The most abundant prokaryotes helpful to human in making curd from milk and in production of antibiotics are the ones categorized as, four options: cyanobacteria, archaebacteria, chemosynthetic, autotrophs, heterotrophic bacteria. Answer is D. Heterotrophic bacteria. Reason: the maximum number of antibiotics are produced by mycelial bacteria known as actinomyces, and most of the actinomyces are saprotrophic, or you can say heterotrophic. Lactic acid bacteria that are used in preparation of curd are also heterotrophic ones. Next we can see 21. Question number 21. In eubacteria, a cellular component that resembles eukaryotic cell is, four options: plasma membrane, nucleus, ribosomes, cell wall. The answer is A. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane of eubacteria resembles plasma membrane of eukaryotic cell, but nucleus, ribosomes and cell wall are little different in eukaryotic cell in their structure and organization from eubacterial cell. Next 20 seconds. Some hyperthermophilic organisms that grow in highly acidic pH 2 habitats belong to the two groups. Options: eubacteria and archaea, cyanobacteria and diatomas, protists and mosses, liverworts and yeasts. Answer is A. Eubacteria and archaea. There are two major groups of Monera's: archaebacteria, that is ancient bacteria, and eubacteria we called true bacteria. Eubacteria is of further two types: bacteria and cyanobacteria. Thermoacidophiles are a type of archaebacteria which live in extremely acidic environment, that is pH 2, that have extremely high temperature up to 110 degrees Celsius. They are found in hot sulfur springs. Some of the eubacteria are also famous for living under the most hostile environment like salt pans, petroleum pans, spilled oil, hot springs, sulfur springs, snow, etc. Next 23. Select the correct combination of the statements regarding the characteristics of certain organisms. Methanogens are archaebacteria which produce methane in marshy areas. Second, nostoc is the filamentous blue-green algae which fixes atmospheric nitrogen. Next, chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria synthesize cellulose from glucose. Fourth, mycoplasma lack a cell wall and can survive without oxygen. The options for the given answer is D, that is 1, 2, and 4. Uh, Answer is 1, 2, and 4. The chemosynthetic autotrophic bacterial oxidize various inorganic substances such as nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia and use the released energy for their ATP production. Next we see 24. Bacterial leaf blight of rice is caused by a species. Four options they given: Alternaria, Irvinia, Xanthomonas, Pseudomonas. Answer is C, caused by a Xanthomonas oryzae, a bacterium which is gram-negative, aerobic, capsulated and motile with a single polar flagellum. Next 25. Thermococcus, Methanococcus and Methanobacterium exemplify four explanation they given: bacteria whose DNA is released or positively supercoiled but which have cytoskeleton as well as mitochondria. B. Bacteria that contain a cytoskeleton and ribosomes. C. Archaebacteria that contain protein homologous to eukaryotic core histones. D. Archaebacteria that lack any histones resembling those found in eukaryotes but whose DNA is negatively supercoiled. Answer is C, that is archaebacteria that contain protein homologous to eukaryotic core histones. The reason here, these are examples of archaebacteria which are characterized by a unique cell wall that lack peptidoglycan and consist of polysaccharides and protein and closely resembles the eukaryotic cell in the mechanism of protein synthesis, structural protein and RNA complements of the ribosomes. 26. In the light of recent classification of living organisms into three domains of life, that is bacteria, archaea and eukarya, which one of the following statement is true about archaea? Archaea completely differ from both prokaryotic and eukaryotes. B. Archaea completely differ from eukaryotes. C. Archaea resembles eukarya in all respects. D. Archaea have some novel features that are absent in other prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Answer is D. Archaea is a singular archaeon constitute a domain of single called organisms. 27. Which one of the following statements about mycoplasma is wrong? First, they are pleomorphic. B. They are sensitive to penicillin. C. They cause disease in plants. D. They are also called PPLO. Answer is B. They are sensitive to penicillin. Mycoplasma are small unicellular non-motile prokaryotic organisms. They are pleomorphic. Therefore, they are known as pleopneumonia like organisms, that is PPLO. They lack cell wall. It contains cytoplasm, ribosomes and DNA. They are inhibited by tetracyclines but insensitive to penicillin. They cause various disease.